Hello, my name is Andrew Dix, Product Line Manager.
And I'm Gordon Hadley, Product Marketing for Playout.
And we're here to talk about Grass Valley's Playout offerings.
Can you give me a brief update to what Grass Valley has been up to with regards to its Playout products, please?
Grass Valley has made significant investments into new technologies, and we have 3 big announcements representing a pivotal moment in our Playout business.
This sounds very interesting. Please tell me more.
Yes, of course. The new underlying technology is a cloud-native, microservices-based media processing platform called AMP.
So what exactly is AMP?
AMP stands for Agile Media Processing Platform. It is a high-performance distributed software environment which provides all the features and tools required to allow a broadcaster to design and implement their own workflows. AMP is a big deal, and there are separate presentations on this underlying technology.
So how exactly is this technology being used?
This is used in 2 ways. AMP native products are written from the ground up utilizing the AMP processing ecosystem, whereas AMP connected products are existing products and applications which become integrated into the AMP ecosystem, allowing them to leverage the new features it offers.
This is very interesting, but what does this mean for Grass Valley's Playout products in particular?
What this means is our Playout engines can read and write media into the AMP high-performance frame cache. This allows access to the additional media processing microservices available on AMP.
I understand the integration of the Playout products into the new AMP ecosystem, but can you provide some benefits it brings, please?
Yes, of course. For example, being AMP connected brings the possibility of adding AMP-based master control using either hardware control panels or software-based panels. This allows operators to interact with the product in a whole new way. Another benefit of AMP, for example, is to allow integration of third-party graphics providers such as RT Software, as used in our ICE product, or to an HTML5 graphics service which can halve the compute requirements. These can provide the same high-quality solution regardless of output format, from SD to UHD and HDR.
This is great to hear. Is this being implemented in ITX?
Absolutely. ITX will become AMP connected and will be able to connect to the AMP platform. It should also be mentioned that ITX gets a brand new UI. This brings it in line with all the contemporary Grass Valley UI designs, and to maintain operational compatibility, this is a style change only. So this means operators will have no retraining to use the new interface.
This is a brief overview of the Grass Valley fully integrated Playout solution, ITX, that runs on standard 1RU COTS hardware and scales from 1 to hundreds of channels in a single system. ITX provides rock-solid 100% reliable playout in SDI, compressed IP and uncompressed IP formats, with real-time up-down conversion, master control mixing, advanced graphics, flexible audio capability including Dolby, ALC watermarking and language mapping, broadcast quality subtitling and SCSI support. In addition to a rich set of Playout functions, ITX also features an integrated asset management solution capable of managing multiple file delivery sources, scavenging from third-party devices and archives, lines and VTR record, secondary record from live sources, manual and automated QC, segmentation and exporting to other systems. Here, we see the distributed ITX user interface, often referred to as the ITX desktop, connected to a single channel ITX system that is streaming compressed output to the window you can see here. For those already familiar with ITX, this will be the first version to become AMP connected, and also benefits from a user interface refresh that is part of our harmonizing of Playout products look and feel. No change to functionality has occurred, allowing operators to migrate to the newer versions without the need to retrain.
It is interesting to hear how ITX is evolving, but I have to ask, what's been going on in the land of MORPHEUS and ICE?
In a recent webinar, I showed how MORPHEUS and ICE can be hosted in AWS for applications like business continuity. ICE will also become AMP connected. So just like ITX, this makes all the new features with AMP available to ICE.
So earlier on you mentioned 3 big announcements. So we've heard about ITX, we've heard about MORPHEUS and ICE, so I'm dying to hear about the third one. What is it?
For the rapid deployment of pop-up channels, where cloud-native deployment is preferable, we're launching a new AMP-native product called AMP Playout.
Please tell me more.
Well, AMP Playout gives you the capability to create channels from scratch in a matter of minutes. As it uses cloud technology, it is not constrained, so you can scale up to thousands of channels.
Sounds great, but can you explain a bit more about its application?
Of course, it is ideally suited for the origination of OTT live sports and other events. This is where you want to provision playout services that are, by definition, temporary, but it exploits the inherent redundancy and self-healing properties offered by the cloud.
So, Andrew, can you possibly summarise all of Grass Valley's playout offerings, please?
Of course. So we have MORPHEUS Ice for complex, highly reactive channels. It's part of the DNA of that product. ITX is ideally suited to very large-scale enterprise systems where high channel density integrated solution is required. And AMP Playout is best placed for temporary or live event-based channels where you want to run up some channels for an event, turn them off after the event, and only pay for what you actually used. And of course, in addition, the ever-increasing features being put into AMP are available to all of these products, as they are either AMP connected or AMP native products.